When I developed this recipe, the idea was nostalgia and childhood. And man, if this doesn't say American summer, I don't know what does. Hey, it's César with the Food52 Test Kitchen, and this is Recipe Drop. And today I'm making PB&J Puddin. We're invoking some memories today, some childhood, summer, 4th of July. I said it. Here, peanut butter sandwich cookies are layered with lots of pudding, fresh and jarred strawberries, a little bit of salt. It's really good. Let me show you how to make it. So banana pudding usually has vanilla wafers, sliced bananas. We're gonna play with it a little bit. I'm doing strawberries and peanut butter cookies. So I have about a pound of strawberries that I'm just slicing. And I'm gonna macerate these strawberries. Typically you would macerate with just sugar. And what maceration does, it just really draws out the juices from the strawberries, makes it almost jam-like, but I'm gonna do a little shortcut. That's also gonna further dry forward the strawberry flavor. I have some strawberry preserves, and the sugar content from the preserves is gonna not only macerate the strawberries, but also impart a really exaggerated strawberry flavor. You could technically just do the jam or the preserves, but I really wanted that texture, so doing both sliced strawberries and the jam. I'm also gonna go in with the juice and zest of half a lemon. You want some brightness in something like a jam, otherwise it's just too sweet. I worked a gig over the weekend where I had to juice a bunch of citrus, and it was like a real kitchen, like not this, fancy kitchen. I had to squeeze all the citrus with tongs. I need my little flooser. So we've got our lemon juice, our lemon zest, our strawberries, our strawberry preserves or jam, and of course, anything sweet, you need some salt. So I'm gonna toss this up. As this sits, the strawberries are gonna break down a bit. They're gonna release all their juices. It's gonna be super delicious. This already smells crazy. Like, this smells like strawberry candy. All right, now let's talk about the pudding itself. So this is obviously very heavily influenced by the banana pudding you find in Magnolia Bakery in New York City, a classic, and probably the best banana pudding in America, arguably. And there's a few really genius tricks that they do. And the secret to the pudding aspect of the banana pudding, and today our PB&J pudding, is a packet of instant vanilla pudding mix. We're gonna start with 1.5 cups of ice cold water. I just had ice cubes in this. I just took them out. See that we're adding our packet of instant vanilla pudding. So, full disclosure, I made a mistake. I'm only human. The ice water was supposed to first be mixed with condensed milk. Luckily, I have a swap that Allison made, thank God. But I think this should work anyway. Let me see. So, I'm gonna mix the pudding mix with the ice water. I actually think it's gonna be fine. Again, you're supposed to mix the ice cold water with the condensed milk first, then add the vanilla pudding mix. But, made a boo-boo. This is real life. Okay, that's pretty well mixed. Now I'm gonna go in with our can of sweetened condensed milk. I've got my 5-2 rubber spatula. Actually, that wasn't that big of a deal. It all comes together. So we're gonna mix our pudding for about a minute. Once this is done mixing, I'm gonna cover it up and set it in the fridge for at least an hour to set up. Our ice water, sweetened condensed milk, and instant vanilla pudding mix are all combined. So I'm just gonna pour this into a bowl. I'm gonna cover this up with some plastic wrap or beeswax wrap, whatever you got, into the fridge for at least an hour, and then we're gonna work on our whipped cream. Next component of the pudding that's gonna bring everything together, we're just gonna whip some cream. So I have some cold, heavy cream. Make sure your heavy cream's cold. Make sure your bowl's cold. You want everything to be cold. We're gonna beat this up. Start on medium for about a minute. After a minute, we're gonna bring it up to medium high. All right, now I'm gonna bring this up to medium high. For around 2 minutes, I want stiff peaks, but I don't want them too stiff. I'm not trying to make butter, so you gotta keep an eye on it. Yeah, you see it's starting to thicken up. Yeah, that's a stiff peak, right? Yeah? Stopping right there. We're gonna start adding our vanilla pudding part. So here's my swap. This is sat for an hour. So here's the vanilla pudding. This on its own is freaking delicious. Big spoon at a time. Gonna mix this in on low. So you don't want to overmix because you don't want to overwork your heavy cream. If you start seeing curdles, you start seeing little chunks, that's butter. You made butter. And unfortunately, there's no way back. You'll just have to start again. I'm gonna set this aside in the fridge, keep it cold. So here is a batch of strawberries and jam that Allison prepped for me a little earlier. You see how liquidy this is? That is perfect. But even this one, you can see it happens pretty quickly. Yeah, this is like 30 minutes. This is a little over an hour. Just like all that juice, it's so much flavor. This is the fun part, assembly. Today I'm assembling the pudding in our Dansk 3-quart baker in corn flour blue. So let's go in with about a quarter of our pudding right on the bottom. Spread it out. When I developed this recipe, the idea was, you know, nostalgia and childhood, and I don't know about you, but I loved PB&Js growing up. Still love a PB&J. I feel like most people are Team Concord Grape, which is delicious and classic, but I've always been more of a strawberry guy myself. But if Concord grapes are in season, do the same exact thing with grapes. Use the whole Concord grape, maybe smash them up a little bit, combine it with some grape jelly, grape jam, preserves. Same idea. I have a layer of our pudding, and now I'm gonna go down with our peanut butter cookies, peanut butter sandwich cookies. You know what these are. As this all rests in the fridge for a few hours, the cookies are gonna get soft and essentially become cake. And that's exactly what happens with a banana pudding. Those vanilla wafers or vanilla cookies absorb all the moisture that's going on. Cookies down. Now we're gonna go in with our strawberry mixture. We're not being shy here. Go in. All right, so we're just spreading it out. Get some of that juice too. Drizzle, drizzle. All right, next layer. More pudding. This is all gonna firm up as it hangs out in the fridge. I feel like anytime someone uses an offset spatula, it just makes you look like you know what you're doing. I don't know, I don't know what it is. All right, next layer. Our cookies. Same idea. You're just making a pudding lasagna. Man, if this doesn't say American summer, I don't know what does. So we did a third. Now this is our second third. The great thing about this pudding, it doesn't have to be strawberries. It doesn't have to be peanut butter cookies. You could really use any cookie and fruit combination you like. You could even do a different pudding flavor for the pudding mixture. There's a lot of freedom here. It's kind of just an equation. So I'd be interested to see what you think of too. She's pretty. Our final cookie layer. I'm gonna do the rest of my strawberries. I'm gonna kind of hold back on the juices a bit. I just feel like we got what we needed. If you feel like you can add more, just add more. All right, going in. It's our last layer of pudding. Get all that good stuff. And it's cool if like some of the strawberries and stuff peek through. Just give you a little preview of what's inside. Bloop. All right, I'm gonna loosely cover this up. All right, into the fridge for like at least 2-3 hours. I'll see you then. It's been how many hours? 3 hours?
3, 4.
It's been like 3 hours in the fridge. I took the plastic wrap off, and ooh, she's heavy. I do wanna, just because I'm me, I do want to finish with a little flaky salt, and let's give it a try. All right, where am I going? I think I want this right here. Whoa!
Look at that.
Look at that. All right. You like pudding?
I love pudding. This was one of my favorite things I tasted when you were developing it. Damn.
Bussin'.
That is good. That stuff is so good. It doesn't taste like a PB&J, but it's PB&J. Famous New York pudding brand. He's coming for you. You better watch out.
Find this recipe link below. Comment, like, subscribe. Make it. Bring it to your next summer party. Let me know how it goes. See you later.
Mic drop.